You spent hours writing your will. You named your kids as beneficiaries. Everything's divided equally. Your estate plan is bulletproof, right? Wrong. Here's what nobody told you. Your will might be completely worthless, and I'm not being dramatic. Right now, millions of Americans think their estate is all buttoned up. But when they die, their money's going to the wrong people. Not because of some legal loophole. Because of something even simpler that most people have sitting in a desk drawer or forgotten in an old email. Welcome to 50 Cents of Advice. Dropping dimes of wisdom, 150 cents at a time.
I'm Eli Pennywise, and I'm here to cut through the financial BS that nobody else wants to tell you, especially when it comes to the stuff that actually matters for folks like us.
Here's what we're covering today. Why your will doesn't control everything you think it does. The forgotten forms that override your carefully crafted estate plan, and the exact steps to fix this mess before it's too late. Stick around to the end, because I'm going to walk you through a real-world disaster that cost one family hundreds of thousands of dollars. And it could happen to you. Let's start with a punch to the gut. Beneficiary designations beat your will every single time. You know those little forms you filled out when you opened your 401k? When did you buy that life insurance policy? Maybe you were sitting at your kitchen table with a stack of papers taller than a DeLorean's gull-wing door when it's open, and you just scribbled down some names to get it done? Yeah, those forms. They're not suggestions. They're not tied to your will. They are the law when it comes to those accounts. According to Maine elder law, beneficiary designations on retirement accounts, life insurance policies, and payable on death accounts completely override what you wrote in your will. Doesn't matter if your will says, split everything 3 ways. If that IRA says, all to Jimmy, Jimmy gets it all. Here's why this matters more now than ever. Remember when we used to keep everything simple? One checking account at the bank where you knew the teller's name. Maybe a savings passbook you'd update with that clunky machine at the bank, back when pet rocks were still a thing people bought. Now, you've got a 401k from your current job, maybe a rollover IRA from that company you left in the 90s, a life insurance policy you bought when the kids were little, a Roth IRA that your financial advisor set up, a brokerage account with a transfer on death designation. Each one is a potential landmine in your estate plan. Let me tell you about Mrs. Client. This is a real case from the Maine elder law firm. After her husband passed away, Mrs. Client did the responsible thing. She went to an attorney and got a proper will drawn up. Clean, simple, fair. Everything split equally among her 3 kids. She had a small checking account, a small savings account, a large investment account, a life insurance policy, and an IRA. In her head, she'd taken care of everything. She was wrong. Here's what actually happened when she died. The checking and savings, those went equally to all 3 kids. Perfect. That's what the will controlled. But the investment account, the big one, had a payable on death designation. And who was on that form? Her deceased husband's brother. They'd set it up years ago, before the kids were even born. She never updated it. So Uncle Bob got the whole pile. The kids got nothing from the biggest account. The life insurance? She'd listed her husband as the primary beneficiary and her oldest child as the contingent beneficiary. When her husband died, the contingent became the beneficiary. So her oldest got 100% of the death benefit. The other 2 kids? 0. Now Mrs. Client had actually wanted that life insurance money to cover her funeral expenses. She told people that. Maybe wrote it in a note somewhere. Doesn't matter. The oldest child wasn't legally required to use it for anything. That money was hers. And the IRA? She'd named her husband as the primary beneficiary but never added a contingent. So when she died, the IRA became payable to her estate. It got controlled by the will. Hooray! But now it lost all the tax-deferred growth advantages. That IRA could have been stretched over decades if it had gone to an individual. Instead, it got dumped into the estate, taxed immediately, and the family lost potentially tens of thousands in tax savings. So let's recap. 3 kids, equal shares in the will, but wildly unequal results. 1 kid got the life insurance. Uncle Bob got the investment account. The estate got the IRA and immediately paid taxes on it. And the only thing that actually split 3 ways was the smallest portion, the bank accounts. This family's fighting. They're confused. They're hurt. And none of it was Mrs. Client's fault, except that she forgot about those forms. Here's the other problem. Life changes, and your beneficiary forms don't automatically update. You got divorced? That ex-spouse might still be on your 401k from 15 years ago. You had another kid? Better add them to the life insurance. Your original beneficiary died? You need a contingent. Free Will's estate planning research shows that major life events, divorce, remarriage, death of a loved one, birth of a grandchild, are the exact moments when you must review beneficiary designations, but nobody does. We're too busy. It's not on the radar. Remember waiting by the radio with your finger on the record button, trying to catch your favorite song on your tape recorder? You'd get so mad when the DJ talked over the intro. That's the kind of attention you need to give your beneficiary forms. Tedious, manual, but absolutely critical. Quick money break. If you've watched my channel for a while, you know I'm not a sign up for 12 credit cards and pray kind of guy. But if you're already in a good spot with debt, and you've been thinking about a solid travel card, I do have a few referral links that help support the channel. I personally use Chase Sapphire Preferred, Amex, and Capital One Venture X. If you apply through my links and get approved, the bank sends me a little thank you bonus, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. Huge caveat. If you're paying interest on credit card debt or still wrestling with high interest balances, skip the fancy cards and focus on getting that cleaned up first. Seriously, that debt is eating you alive. Your future self will thank you. Links are in the description if you want to check them out. No pressure, no FOMO, just options. All right, back to the good stuff. So how do you fix this? Here's your action plan. Step 1. Find every single beneficiary designation you have. This is your treasure hunt. And I mean every account. Your 401k or 403b from work, any old 401ks you rolled into IRAs, traditional IRAs, Roth IRAs, life insurance policies, work life insurance and personal policies, bank accounts with payable on death, POD, designations, brokerage accounts with transfer on death, TOD, designations, annuities, pensions. You're looking for any asset that lets you name a beneficiary. According to data from Mills Wealth Advisors' End-of-Life Planning Guide for Gen Xers, these non-probate assets often make up 70 to 80% of someone's total estate value. That's most of your money. Step 2. Make sure your beneficiaries are alive and up to date. Is your ex-husband still listed? Is your mom, who passed away in 2019, still the primary? Did you name your brother but never add a contingent? So if he goes first, it dumps into your estate like Mrs. Client's IRA? Here's a pro move. Name contingent beneficiaries. That's your backup. If your primary dies before you or at the same time as you, the contingent kicks in. It's like keeping spare quarters in your pocket for payphone emergencies. Always smart to have a backup plan. Remember Pizza Hut's Book It program? You'd track every book you read on that little chart because a personal pan pizza was on the line. Give your beneficiary forms that same attention. Details matter. Step 3. Coordinate with your will. Your will and your beneficiary designations need to tell the same story. If your will says everything equally to my 3 kids, but your 401k says 100% to my oldest, you've got a problem. Talk to an estate planning attorney. Not your cousin who knows a lot about this stuff. Not a DIY kit unless your situation is straightforward. An actual estate attorney. Think of it like protecting your garbage pail kids' cards in those plastic sleeves. Seemed excessive, but the kids who did it still have valuable collections. Step 4. Consider special situations. Got a kid with special needs? Don't name them directly on your IRA. It could disqualify them from government benefits. Name a special needs trust instead. Got minor children? Minors can't receive large sums directly. You might need to name a trust or custodial account. Got a blended family? Beneficiary designations get really tricky. Second marriages with kids from first marriages are a legal maze. Get help. Step 5. Create your master list. Remember organizing your Trapper Keeper with Lisa Frank folders, everything color-coded and labeled? That same obsessive energy, apply it here. Create one document that lists every account you own, the account number, where it's held, who the beneficiaries are, when you last reviewed it. Put it somewhere your executor can find it. Tell your spouse or adult kids where it is. Update it every few years. Step 6. Schedule regular check-ins. Life changes. Your beneficiary form should too. Review them every 3 to 5 years minimum, after any divorce, after any marriage or remarriage, after the birth of a child or grandchild, after the death of a beneficiary, after you move to a new state, different laws might apply, after major changes in tax law, like we saw in 2019 with the Secure Act. Set a recurring reminder. Put it on your calendar right now. This isn't fun work. It's like those Trapper Keepers we obsessed over. You spent time organizing everything perfectly because chaos cost you. Same principle here. Here's the scariest part. You can spend thousands of dollars on a perfect estate plan, living trust, pour-over will, healthcare directive, power of attorney, the works. And it can all be worthless if you miss updating one beneficiary designation, one form. I've seen families torn apart, siblings who don't talk anymore, estates that went to the wrong people, grandkids who got nothing because grandma forgot to update that life insurance policy from 1987. This isn't some secret wisdom. This is the more you know level basic stuff. But basic doesn't mean easy to remember, and it definitely doesn't mean automatic. Your will is essential, but it's only half the picture, maybe less than half. The forms are where the real power is. Let's lock this in. 1. Beneficiary designations override your will, every time. No exceptions. 2. Most people have 5 to 10 accounts with beneficiary designations, and most haven't looked at them in years. 3. Mrs. Client's case is real, and it happens constantly. Don't let it happen to you. 4. Your action plan is simple. Find the forms, confirm who's listed, coordinate with your will, and review regularly. 5. This is not optional. This is not someday work. This is sit down this weekend work. If this helped, click like so YouTube shows it to more people who need it. Subscribe if you want more straight talk about retirement and estate planning that doesn't sound like a corporate brochure. And drop a comment telling me, when's the last time you looked at your beneficiary designations? Be honest. I want to know if this video is hitting home, or if you're all already on top of this. See you at the next one.
I'm Eli Pennywise, and that's your 50 cents of advice. Keep the change.